There seems to be something in the desert. Suddenly, a mysterious creature leapt out and killed the man instantly. By the time my friend arrived, there was only a helmet left. When my friend looked up, he saw a fin approaching him in the desert. When he saw it, he got on his motorcycle and ran. But the fin was right behind him. In order to escape, he had to crawl for it as fast as he could, but he's still being dragged away. On the other hand, a couple was sunbathing on the beach. Suddenly, the woman let out a scream. The boy quickly threw his hat away, but realized that his girlfriend had disappeared, leaving behind a trail of blood. The next moment, the boy was also pulled into the sand by a force. The police quickly arrived at the scene and found only a helmet left on the beach. After an investigation, the female police officers decided that the collective incident was the work of a shark. The male cop didn't believe it. He thought this was a beach. How could a shark be on a beach? Just then, the cop rushed over to check it out. He finds only a terrified girl left. The girl told the cop that a shark had eaten her boyfriend, but the cop still doesn't believe it. Suddenly, the shark jumped up and ate a man, and then the police panicked and summoned the townspeople. For their safety, the beach must be closed, but the mayor of the town was against it. Closing the beach would cause huge economic losses. The mayor assured the residents that the shark problem would be solved within 24 hours. Then he sent two of his men to check it out. The motorboat was overturned by the sharks, so they had to carry it to the beach. The police turned the boat over and found bloody hands. The culprit is a shark that lives on the beach. The police called in a biological expert, May. She discovered through the teeth left on the carcasses that the sharks were prehistoric sharks and still in their juvenile state. A shark was lifted from the beach by a man who was playing on the beach. The mayor complimented him. Xiao Mei went up to compare the sharks and realized that the shark was not a real shark, and the shark had been dead for a week. Xiao Shui watched as the ruse was foiled and he was furious. This way the beach would remain blocked off. At night, the shark chewed through the town's power lines. Suddenly, the whole place was plunged into darkness. Everyone rushed to the scene again. Just as May was taking samples, a lurking shark set its sights on her. The shark's fin passed so quickly in front of her eyes. Lisa thought she was hallucinating. By the time the police arrived, Lisa was surrounded by sharks. She fired a few shots towards the shark and took the opportunity to turn around and hurry to the road. The mayor saw everything, and he finally realized how dangerous the shark was, but he seemed to forget what had just happened and just stood there on the beach and started to announce the closure of the beach. And as soon as he finished, the sharks ate him. Everyone turns around to see the man actually repairing the lines on the beach. Everyone warns him to leave, but the man was so engrossed in the music that he didn't hear a thing. Just as the lines come together, the shark pounces and he's blown into 8 pieces. The town was plunged into darkness once again. The next day, John thought the shark had been wiped out. So he threw a party at the beach. While everyone was partying, the shark suddenly came out of the ground. Everyone ran away in terror at the sight. 4 or 5 fins hovered over the beach like ghosts, and the beach became a party for them. As the men pulled the women along with them, behind them is a shark that can swim in the sand. The man turns around and realizes that the woman is only half of her body. Soon the shark is heading for the ferry. To stop the shark, they call an old man who has been hunting for years. He leads them to a corner of the beach, surrounded on 3 sides by mountains. It's the most favorable terrain for the sharks, so they can't be surrounded. Then he set up a stereo to lure the sharks and sprinkled blood around it. Then he turned on the power and the beautiful music started. And the sharks were attracted to the stereo. They circled around the stereo, and suddenly the music stopped, and the shark started swimming in the opposite direction. John saw that the sharks were about to swim away, so he rushed out of the cabin, through the sharks, and jumped onto the stereo. He tries to fix the stereo, but realizes that the wires have been cut by the shark's fins. He had no choice but to use himself as bait. The man sang loudly to the sharks, and soon he was surrounded by them. With no way to escape, John gave up and lay down on the beach. Then the sharks swarmed and bit him to death. Taking this opportunity, the old man used a musket to ignite the gasoline on the beach. At 2000 degrees, the sand was burned to glassy sand and fossilized. Just when the trio thought it was all over, the old man suddenly realized that a giant shark fin had appeared on the hill. Just as the old man was surprised, the policeman and Lisa rushed to hide in the hut, and before the gun could be held steady, the giant shark scurried in. The bullets did no harm to it. The policeman quickly climbed out of the window when he saw the situation. He watched as Lisa struggled with the shark. At the critical moment, Lisa threw the gun and gas canister into the shark's mouth, and then she escaped through the window. No sooner had the two of them taken a few steps than the giant shark exploded the gas canister and was blown to pieces. Lisa and the cop survived. On the other side, a woman was on the beach told on the phone, and the next second she was eaten by a shark.